What's going on YouTube? CloverBells here, back with another Series 12 collaboration showcase, and I'm here with Jonathan with a super cool Zacian Blastoise Calyrex team. So Jonathan, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your VGC background?
Yeah, hey guys, my name is Jonathan Zuniga, also known as Jawnzu. I'm a newer VGC player. I started playing in the early 2020 format, like right after Sword and Shield kicked off. Kind of just got introduced to VGC right when the pandemic kicked off, like a lot of us that joined the community. And I mean, I've been playing hard, grinding, trying to get myself better. And this team got me to rank 1 on ladder just in this Series 12 format just a few days ago. So.
Nice. Yeah, and rank 1 is always an achievement that no one can ever take away from you. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for those watching here, this is something that we've used before with Blastoise and Calyrex and Zacian, right? You know, we did this once with Neil, but this is a different set on all 6 of these mons, and I think even we even tried the Grimmsnarl in the Thundurus slot. So without giving away too much of the team, we'll save that towards the end of the video. But ladies and gentlemen, you know how this goes. Jonathan's going to call all the shots. I'm just going to click the shiny buttons. So without wasting any further time, let's go straight into the ranked battles. Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Wait. Oh, I was going to say, is this the Triple Dragon team? It is not. It is it looks like something from Japan Nationals, that's for sure. But what do you think?
No, yeah. No, it definitely looks like it, but I don't think that team. Yeah, I don't think it's the same team. But I mean, off the bat, I don't think Blastoise is bad here. The Umbreon is annoying though.
Yawn stuff, right?
Yeah, the Umbreon is annoying. However, I think that Thundurus and Zacian aren't bad here.
Okay.
Just to like kind of put on the pressure.
You want them as a lead?
I'm just thinking about it right now. Hold
Sure.
on. So I think Calyrex does good too, but the Umbreon is such a threat. But we could technically try to pivot around it.
Okay.
But Blastoise is good too for Eternatus and Calyrex. You know what? I think what we could do. Okay, here's the plan. I think what we'll do is we'll run Eternatus Incin. I'm sorry, Thundurus Incin to just in case they lead Thundurus. I mean Eternatus.
I got
yeah, and then Zacian and Blastoise in the back.
Okay, we're locking in. Okay, whew, we got that in time.
So I do this lead because like I don't necessarily have to max the Thundurus here. I could potentially just like make it seem like I'm gonna max and have it as a bait, and then kind of just try to sweep with Blastoise in the back.
Yeah.
And because we have the AV, if the Dynamax cannon is like Life Orb on the Eternatus, it'll be really close to call. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
So there could be a whole bunch of stuff here. This could be Tailwind. This could be Fake Tears. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get the Intimidate off. That's not going to matter. We do have Fake Out Pressure if we want. But if he led this, I would imagine his other restricted is in the back. Maybe that's Trick Room Whimsicott. Who knows? But yeah. What are you thinking?
All right, so this might seem like a little bit of an unconventional play, but I think we could protect and Parting Shot the Eternatus to try to nerf it, and this is where I kind of like, I want to stall to see what they're really going to go for, because I assume it's going to be a Tailwind here.
Okay, so we'll go for that play. You know, they go for Protect, or probably
yeah, see, that, and yeah, I had a feeling that was also going to happen too, so this is kind of a safe play to cover for that, because like Thundy is always a mon that people see if it's Defiant that you want to max it turn 1. So like to do that, they'll save their max here. I force my max, and then they'll get a ton of damage off, and I don't get the fake out if I fall for that play.
Yeah, and this way we get to save the Instant for the Calyrex later if they have it. So what do you want to go into here?
Right. So right now, I think we still save max, and we stall a little bit longer and go out in Zacian because it puts so much offensive pressure, and because we reduced their biggest damage dealer that's on the field right now, and try to go and So here's my thing, right? So the Whimsicott's probably sash. So attacking the Whimsicott right now doesn't seem like it's really necessary, but we might want to get rid of it because it's such a big nuisance, right?
Yeah, Fake Tear stuff.
Can we look at the rest of their team again?
Sure.
All right. So they have a Calyrex and potentially a Umbreon in the back. Thundurus isn't really good into Calyrex. However, they might set up Fast Rex. But I think what we could do then for that is just Wild Charge and Behemoth Blade, the Eternatus, to try to just pick it up.
Okay. So we'll chip this, and then we'll Behemoth Blade this. So let's see if he maybe even tries to switch it. Let's see if it protects first of all. That could be something. There is the fake tears. I knew he had it. You gotta have the fake tears on this thing. But that means no tail. Oh, wait a minute.
Nice. Yeah. So they have to pick a fake tears target. Honestly, Eternatus isn't the fake tears target for me. So they, like I said, they're really thinking that I'm gonna max this Thundurus right now. So like that's kind of like why they're trying to focus it down and put the pressure. Okay. It's unfortunate because we kind of could have went like for the Whimsicott, but I'm assuming it's Sash, so I think it's fine. Yeah, because like the rest of their team doesn't really like benefit from fake tears unless that's special Salamence and they have it in the back.
Okay, so it is Life Orb.
And it is Life Orb.
So he can basically kill himself later. So what's the play now here?
Okay, so now I think we save Incineroar for potential Intimidate spam with their Calyrex in the back and go out into Blastoise.
Yeah.
And what I want to do now, I think what would be really good is if we faked out the Eternatus and Behemoth Bladed the Whimsicott. Because we'll still save our max and potentially pick them up if they don't expect the fake out.
Yeah, I like this play a lot. And again, even if he tries to set up Tailwind here. Okay, so there is a switch. So he's taking the fake out. Is it going to be Calyrex? Oh, it's Salamence. Okay. Oh,
dude, this is amazing. I wish we Icy Winded here.
Yeah, we just recently did a team building video with Salamence and Whimsicott, but that was with Zacian and Ogre here. So nice to see Salamence here once again.
Oh, man, we could have faked out and Behemoth Bladed. But I think this is still fine. The Mence now, I think, is probably special.
It could be. I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah.
Alright, so the question is, on the Whimsicott.
It's not sashed.
Wow.
Dude, that's really good now. Okay.
Good tailwind, though.
Okay, let's think about this. So, let's see if they bring up the Calyrex.
Yeah, and we know the Eternatus is in the back, right? So he might even just bring that out here. But again, if it's special Mence, we got the Assault Vest Blastoise kind of just chilling here. Zacian is intimidated, but still puts on damage. Oh, Jesus. So here's the thing.
Okay.
You know, whatever attack he does go for, he'll, die, but I'll leave it up to you here.
So...
Did Tailwind.
Okay, right? I think now we could just protect the Zacian and we'll max Hailstorm the Salamence, because regardless whether they try to protect, I feel like they're not going to protect the Eternatus and they're just going to attack. Yeah, let's protect the Zacian. Wait, actually, hold on.
Sure.
So we definitely want to max Hailstorm the Salamence. But we could get a little greedy and attack here if they call our Protect.
You got 5 seconds.
All right, let's hit Protect because we do the, we did Parting Shot earlier, but it did reset its stats after switching back in. So we'll Hailstorm here. Okay, so they do max the Salamence, so I'm really glad we Hailstormed here.
Yeah. This could be a double up, but we'll see. I'm going to say that the Blastoise is going to live. Salamence is good, but not that good, right? It depends on his set, of course, but this could be a max flare. We never know.
We could have switched in Incineroar here if it is physical, but since we have the AV, I think the Blastoise could take the double up with the Eternatus. Again, it does matter on the spread. Like if it's modest Eternatus, this is gonna hurt. If it's Dynamax Cannon into the Blastoise, but we also got to see what kind of Salamence this is.
Yeah. That's the main thing. So he has the speed control. He does have the Tailwind, but the question is, where does he target oh, sorry. I was going to say it was Protect. So we'll go for the Protect first. That means they're going for Flamethrower into the Zacian.
Oh, that is so good.
Mm-hmm. All right. And there is the Airstream. Okay.
Nice.
So he does go into the Zacian.
Oh, nice. That is amazing.
Oh, Salamence. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right.
I don't know if the Hailstorm's going to pick up here because it's not off of Blizzard, but it's going to do a chunk.
I don't think it'll KO, but I think it'll do a good amount of damage. Okay.
So oh, yeah, that's amazing.
One more turn of Hail. will finish off the Salamence. But does that finish off the Eternatus? I am not sure.
I think it should.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah, okay, good.
So it's Whimsicott in the back. I'm sorry, not Whimsicott. The actually, we don't even know what it is.
It could be Umbreon or Calyrex. And honestly, I think we prefer Umbreon.
Of course.
And even if it's Calyrex, this is fantastic because now we can switch in the. Okay, awesome. Easy. We can switch in the Incin, and if it's physical Salamence, we nerf it, we get rid of it, and we just cannonade the Calyrex and get the residual up, and we'll pick up the Salamence without even targeting it with the G-Max cannonade residual damage and the hail chip.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the advantage of Blastoise, right? To get residual damage with the cannonade. Okay, battle was canceled. You couldn't do anything. Yeah, so like the residuals with the cannonade and the hail chip, it was just too much to have. Salamence is cool, but not in that case. Okay, Zacian, Thundurus,
dude,
Incin,
Calyrex all day today.
With the P2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he could have the set where you self-proc the weakness policy with the throat chop and the foul play. You know, basically min speed on the Incin, but no way to tell. There is a Gastrodon there, but that's probably for like Kyogre stuff. So what are you thinking here?
This is interesting. There's so many things that I have questions about with their team. I mean, it's tough, right? Because I want to lead Blastoise Calyrex because of Zacian Thundurus.
I think he however, Gastrodon actually.
Yeah, I don't see them not bringing Gastro because they think we're not gonna bring Rillaboom because of Incin and Calyrex. But Incin and Calyrex are also not bad here.
But I think we can our Thundurus and Blastoise as well.
I think that we can go Thundy Incineroar here though.
Okay.
The question is, are they gonna lead Thundurus?
That's always a fun game that we can play.
You know what? Actually,
you got 10 seconds.
All right, let's do that, and then let's have Blastoise in the back with Rillaboom.
Oh boy.
No restricted.
No restricted. All right, let's do it. We've done that before.
Gaming crazy right now. I just feel like they're gonna bring Gastro. I've done this like a few times on Showdown. I've never done this on stream, so this is gonna be kind of weird.
Yes, no Zacian, no Calyrex. Okay, we're gonna do it with the rest of the homies. All right, Porygon 2 and Incineroar.
Fantastic.
Okay. So we get a boost on our Thundurus. Okay, so that's good.
Which Incin's faster? That also matters.
That's ours.
Hello. Nice. That's what we like to see.
Oh, of course, we have one speed faster than the Clover Incin for some reason. Alright, so if he led this, I would imagine it's Calyrex in the back, right? Fake out and Trick Room. It is download. Okay. Attack. Okay. That doesn't really help him too much. Yeah.
I think we're good to just fake out the Porygon and break the Porygon. I don't think we need a max just yet.
Okay. Fake out the P2 and break it. Okay. And let's see what Incin decides to do.
So hopefully this is not a speed tie between the fake outs.
Oh man. There's no way. Oh yeah, what if it was? Then it's just like random which Intimidate goes off first, right? What the heck?
What the heck?
Wait. I remember we're playing Asian countries here. Okay, fine. Okay.
But he downloaded, right? Like he wasn't analytic.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Is that going? Okay, that went into our Incin. All right.
Okay.
Is this Zacian? It could be.
It's either Zacian or Calyrex-Ice.
Has to be Zacian. There's no way it's not, because we already got the Incin out here. There's no Intimidate.
So if there's Protect on the Porygon, I'm assuming this is going to be Icy Wind Porygon then.
It could be. Yeah, there's the Zacian.
Okay, there's Zacian, yeah.
Alright. What would you like to do here?
Oh man, this is tough. So based on that, they either left behind the Gastrodon or the Calyrex, right?
But he brought the P2. But yeah, I think he left behind the Gastrodon. Let's see. Alright.
I think that what we can do is... I think what we'll do here is that we'll just double up
The P2?
the
Or the Zacian?
no, we'll double up the Zacian and we'll break and flare blitz it.
Okay.
Save the chip.
Alright.
Because he's probably gonna Sacred Sword the Incin here for the KO.
Ooh, you might have called it.
Wait, you're slow, Zacian.
Holy cow. Ow!
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, wow, that's a one-shot. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we don't really have bulk. Okay, there's the Trick Room. Alright. Unfortunate.
Okay.
I would imagine Calyrex might come out here.
So your Trick Room Protect. Yeah, I think we can go safely out into the Blastoise now.
Okay.
Dude, what kind of Porygon is this? Protect and Trick Room.
Okay. Alright, and that was a one-shot. I've never seen Instinct get one. Well, we did not intimidate the Zacian, so I guess I'm not surprised there. Alright. Now, that means, well, we outsped that Zacian, right? So, Jesus.
Yeah, so their Zacian's gonna go before the Thundurus.
Okay.
So we could protect our Thundurus, but I feel like, yeah, we could protect our Thundurus to kind of stall the Trick Room.
Okay.
And now the Blastoise is faster than the Zacian and Trick Room. It's just all about if this is Eerie Impulse. So we can max the Blastoise here and get the Cannonade off.
I'm the Zacian.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. Let's see if he switches into the Calyrex here. No, he stays in. He's maxing, because that's not me.
Yeah. And he's, well, man, did he get a special attack boost or?
He got an attack boost.
Okay, good. Okay, that's very good.
Alright, so there's the big duck.
Unless this is physical Porygon, and I mean,
oh no, please.
we intimidated it anyway, so I don't think it would really matter.
Alright, so here we go.
I'm just curious as to what its moveset is. If I had to guess, it's gonna be Max Phantasm right now for the defense drop.
Oh, I would.
That's because they did that.
Could be. You know, self-proc weakness policy. Might as well. Could be darkness. Yeah. No, it's not darkness. I think it's Shadow Ball. Alright. Does the Zacian protect? Let's see. Alright, there's our protect.
So they don't protect, because their protect would have went first.
Yep. Alright, there is the
They called it.
You called it. There it is. Okay.
Alright, we just need a KO a Cannonade now.
Alright. He could have.
But this is probably.
Let's see it.
This probably max HP Zacian though.
Oh my god. Max HP, max attack, no speed. Alright. Ooh. Alright, come on, Cannonade.
Come on.
It's not even close.
That is so bulky.
What is this? He went into the Thundurus?
Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's some chip damage there. Alright, remember, there's Incin in the back. So, you know, this Thundurus is very, very strong right now. But it also has a defense drop. And we only have a Rillaboom there. So
Okay. Man. So they're gonna
but yeah.
Zacian will die, but they're gonna probably just attack the Blastoise here to get rid of it because it poses so much of a threat to what they have in the back. But I think what we can do, this might seem a little unconventional, I think we could switch out Blastoise here to save it. Ooh. And we'll just, I think we'll do that. We'll break the Porygon. Because we don't really need Rillaboom to win this, and we'll get Grassy Terrain Healing for our Blastoise here for the end game, I think.
Oh wow! So we're only gonna use one turn of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So out comes the Blastoise. One Dynamax turn. Okay.
We're in a really bad position, and we kind of got to make a risky play. And let's see what they do with the Porygon, because they might not Phantasm now, but they probably will. But it's a little risky from them.
Okay. It will be a Phantasm. There it is. From the P2 into the Blastoise slot.
Okay.
Okay.
It's really good, actually.
All right.
It's just about if they target the Thundurus or the Blastoise now.
Okay. They're a very, very strong Thundurus. Now, did he go into the Blastoise? I would imagine this is still into our Thundurus here. Here is the Behemoth Blade. Where is this going?
Yeah, that's into Thundurus.
Okay. It is into Thundurus.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, a +6 Thundurus, but unfortunately not enough to get an attack off. Alright, there's a Cannonade. Some chip damage and Alright, I think the Zacian goes down here with the chip here. Okay, thank God. Alright, but he has Incin in the back. He has the Calyrex, I would imagine. So it's just Blastoise with no max. Alright, so here we go.
But I think there's 2 turns of Trick Room now, if I'm not mistaken.
There is the Calyrex.
Okay.
Do we have Protect on this Rillaboom?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, but we also have Fake Out, so...
On both. So, I think we could Fake Out the Calyrex and Grassy Glide into the Porygon, because you need to get more damage on the Porygon right now than the Calyrex.
Okay. So we'll Glide it. Then he has 1 more turn left of Trick Room.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's the Fake Out. A little bit more chip. We got a crit.
Nice. Right. Big damage.
Alright, there's some damage there on the P2. Alright, another Phantasm. All 3 Phantasms.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Actually, that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they figured they could just Glacial Lance with the Calyrex.
Alright. So there's more Cannonade chip. And again, there's the residual healing from Rillaboom. Okay. More chip. And 1 more turn of Trick Room. Blastoise is -1. Okay. Alright, and the P2 is now small. The P2 did a lot. It did some work. Okay. What are you thinking now?
Well, we definitely protect the Rillaboom. I'm just trying to think. This is definitely the last turn of Trick Room, right?
Yes, this is the last turn of TR.
Okay, cool.
1 more turn.
And the last turn of Cannonade. This is gonna seem a little weird, but I think we should Hydro Cannon the Calyrex.
Okay.
And then protect, because if they put us in tournament range and we survive, we can pick up the Calyrex potentially with Cannonade chip. And then it'll be Rillaboom and Porygon, but this is still gonna be rough. Right. Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
You're reversing the Trick Room. Oh, dude.
That's cool. Alright. Yeah.
That was smart. Honestly, they played really well. This was very smart on their end. But like honestly, I wouldn't have ever expected Protect Porygon here either.
No, I definitely would not. This is Japan at its finest. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, do not use Protect Porygon.
Okay, so there's the thing here. Are they going to switch in instant? Because if they do, or if they don't, the Glide will definitely pick up the Calyrex at that range.
He has to, right? He's got 5 turns to work with.
I mean, we really don't have nothing else much that we can do besides that. That's our best player right now, because the Blastoise isn't going to do anything.
Well, he can't because of Cannonade.
Right.
Alright, I think he does switch in. I mean, he has to,
Let's
right?
see. Let's see.
You want high power, or do you want to make the read? Because like we're gonna lose.
I want a Grassy Glide. I want a Grassy Glide.
Okay, on the Calyrex.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see it. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they'll get punished for that more than we would if we did that. Because either way, we're in a bad position anyway.
Okay. All right. Chip
so now this is way more doable for us now.
Holy cow! All right. No Incineroar switch. Yeah, I guess because you can't beat the Blastoise if he does that. Okay.
Right.
So, can we beat the Porygon? That's the next. We can, but you know, with
the question is it recover Porygon, recover, protect Porygon, and Shadow Ball?
Oh my god!
Because if it is, that'd be insane.
Yeah. Well, then he does no Eerie Impulse. I mean, for what? He doesn't need that. Okay. So he does have Fake Out on his end. We do have a Hydro Cannon if we want. I don't think that kills him.
I think that we are pretty safe here to Hydro Cannon the Incin because we have to.
Okay.
Obviously, we can't protect with the with the Blastoise, but we've already revealed Protect on the Rillaboom. So if he Flare Blitzes or fakes out my our Blastoise here, we can just high horsepower the Incineroar. And if they Flare Blitz, they'll put themselves in Hydro Cannon range with the recoil.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, he's Tri-Attack, no recover.
Okay, and he doesn't fake out here.
And he did not fake out, that's true. There's the Flare Blitz. Okay.
Okay, there is the Flare Blitz. We might survive this potentially. Okay, we don't, because this Rillaboom's really bulky, honestly.
Okay. All right, that's good chip. I would imagine this.
And that's Hydro Cannon range for sure.
Yep. All right, so it's Blastoise against a Porygon.
Okay.
In this ridiculous endgame scenario where we brought no restricted.
Yeah, actually gliding the Calyrex there was definitely the play. Because now we can wait to get them to reduce our damage to Torrent range, and because he doesn't have Recover, we should be able to pick up the Porygon with Hydro Cannon in Torrent range.
This is where the Assault Vest really helps. Alright, now we just have to hope for no hacks, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe?
I think... I'm praying, brother.
Alright, I mean, oh my god. Okay, that?
Okay, that's really good. Okay, is this the last turn of Trick Room? Because we don't want a Hydro Cannon yet if it is.
It is.
Okay, it is. Okay, that's great. All right, so now I think what we need to do, well, let's see. We'll Dark Pulse for sure.
Okay.
To do as much damage as we could onto it, and then Hydro Cannon on the next turn, and just hope we don't get hacked here. Right, or if we're gonna get hacked, please just burn. Yeah. Don't do anything else but burn.
Okay. No hacks.
Fantastic.
Okay. There's the Dark Pulse. Oh, that's so bulky.
Okay. And now we have to pray.
Now we have to pray. This is Torrent, right?
This is Torrent Blastoise, yes.
Okay. I mean, like, Torrent range.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. For sure, this is Torrent range.
Alright, Blastoise. I don't know if this is going to be enough.
Blastoise.
All right.
You never disappoint. Okay, you hit? Fantastic.
Is it enough? Oh, it lives!
Oh, my God! Oh, my God.
Oh, that's too much damage.
You know what's crazy is that he didn't set up Trick Room, dude.
Did not. We could have Dark Pulsed again.
And now, because now he could set up Trick Room.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's risky. If we take that.
No, we don't.
Dude, GG though. That was a really good game.
Oh,
they played really well for the most part.
Yes, they beat us with no restricted.
What?
Okay.
What?
Alright.
What is this?
Wait, there is a Toxtricity, Suicune, and yeah.
There was a Toxtricity team that James Beck had featured on the channel. I don't think it's this though.
Okay, well, there's a Charizard with Groudon.
Yes, Charizard with Groudon. There's Suicune. I mean, Blastoise isn't bad here. It's just all about the weather control. They have two Mons that like to set up Tailwind. And then an Urshifu. And I don't think that's water Urshifu.
I also find that weird. Like, why is there a Suicune and a Tornadus on my screen? Two Tailwind Mons.
A Suicune, a Tornadus, and a Toxtricity with Groudon and Charizard. And wait, they only have one restricted.
Oh, I just noticed that. Alright.
Alright. So I think we can go Zacian.
Just give me a second. Alright.
No problem.
Okay. We're going with Zacian?
There's no time.
Okay. I'm picking Mons. Okay. Alright, either way, it's the first four.
Do you wanna like go off of this or?
We'll make it work. If we lose, we oh well. It's okay.
All right. Let's see who we got here.
One restricted. All right, Charizard, Tornadus. Okay.
Oh, I really hope we brought Fake out.
Okay,
we timed out.
Yeah,
we timed out, but this isn't that bad.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So I think what we can do is fake out the Torn and Airstream the Blastoise, because if we Lightning, they'll get the Groudon in. If they potentially switch the Groudon in. So I think Airstream is a pretty safe play. and if they don't switch the Groudon in on the Torn,
then oh well.
yeah.
All right, let's see it. You would imagine it's just like Tailwind, right? I mean, he doesn't need the damage boost. Yes, maybe he might. I think he has to switch in Groudon just to like not let his Zard die.
But every time I played Torn against this team, they've always respected fake out Blastoise. So that's why I feel like this is kind of a safe play, because then on the next turn we could go for Icy Wind and Max Guard if we have to.
Yeah, he stays in.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so we are going to fake out the Torn here, and we will Airstream the Blastoise. But my question is, do we live a Wildfire?
Oh, we definitely have a Wildfire if it's not in Sun.
Okay. I hope.
As long as we don't get crit, we definitely live a Wildfire.
Okay. So we do get the fake out off. Nice.
Oh man, we could have Lightning that slot.
We could have. It's too risky. We have to make the quote-unquote safe play. Oh, he doesn't max the Zard either.
That's really good. The problem is Max Groudon here is going to be a challenge.
Yes, it will be. But we did bring the homies. Oh, it's Solar Beam. Is that into Blastoise? It is into Blastoise.
Okay. This is actually really good because now we could switch in Zacian and Airstream and still outspeed whatever they have. And we don't even need to Airstream the Charizard. We can Airstream the Tornadus and try to pick it up here.
Alright, so you want to switch out into Zacian, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so see you later, Blastoise. And we'll just Airstream the Zard? Or the Torn? The Torn, right? Or...
I'm only nervous about like Leer Torn, so I kind of want to.
Oh, we have to
Airstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. No, we definitely Airstream. I'm just trying to. I don't know if we pick up the Torn. Let's Airstream the Let's Airstream the Charizard. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's Airstream the Charizard because it can't protect.
All right, so we'll remove the Zard with this Airstream. Now he probably does Tailwind here, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, and here it is. So
he doesn't Tailwind. Is he Icy Winding?
I would imagine. If he Icy Winds, that's good for Thundurus in a way.
Yeah. But it's bad if he goes into Groudon and Rock Falls.
That's true. It is Icy Wind.
Okay.
Alright, so he'll drop us to +1. And then Groudon will go to +2 after Tailwind.
Man, I really don't like this. I don't like these 50-50s.
Does he outspeed Thundurus with Tailwind if we're +1? Oh, it's Urshifu.
That depends. It depends on the Groudon spread. Oh wait, what?
Okay, so it's just Groudon in the end game.
Dude, okay, this is easy. We just Airstream and Behemoth Blade the Torn. We Airstream the Urshifu and Behemoth Blade the Torn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is the Sashmon. Who knows?
Even if it is, it's fine. It's not going to pick up a KO, even if it's... He's maxing who?
He has to. That's funny.
Dude, Max Groudon would go crazy here. What?
It's the Urshifu.
Oh my god. It's not even G-Max. Oh, you're trolling, dude.
Yeah, no, this guy... Well, first of all, look. We played a one restricted guy, and... Yeah, alright, there's a Tailwind. Okay. He has one restricted, and
dude,
it's not G-Max. Alright, there's Max Darkness. Okay, does that kill?
Oh, dude.
No, it doesn't. Oh, no.
Oh, this is gonna be such a punish.
Alright.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm assuming that even if this Urshifu is Sash, it's gonna go down the following turn.
Jesus.
And if it's not Sash, buy Urshifu.
Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is Master Balls here. This is not like some Great Ball nonsense. There's no Sash. I mean, it was obviously on the
okay.
Torn.
Goodbye, Urshifu.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what our opponent was bringing.
Timing out sometimes is the best thing. That's why you lead like an optimal 4 lead if you time out. I mean...
Yes, and if you're wondering why I disappeared from my screen, I had to open a jar. So
hey, jar open for the win, because I think we got this one secured.
Yes, the gods have blessed us here with this interesting matchup. Okay,
dude.
Is it Groudon? It has to be, right? There's no way you don't just not bring your restricted. Okay, it's Groudon. What if he...
I mean, we did last game.
Yeah, I mean, we did last game. Okay. So, there's Groudon.
Dude.
And we just click one button and one button only. All right.
Well, I hold on. How many turns of Tailwind are? This is like 2 more turns, right? Or
yeah, there is.
So,
wait, no, sorry. Okay,
no,
he's actually got 3 turns. So actually, he outspeeds the Zacian, believe it or not. Does he? It's close. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Hold on. Dawn at 156, even if it's max speed. No, it doesn't outspeed the Zacian. So we could safely Behemoth Blade the Groudon here. And just brick. Yeah, because we're gonna do a ton of damage. It's like +4 Thundurus.
Oh, come on. He didn't let us finish it. Yeah, well, there's
let's go.
Yeah. All right, folks. So now we're looking at the pace of our rank 1 Blastoise team here that Jonathan used. So once again, Jonathan, thanks for joining us here today. So let's talk about the team building process. How did you select the restricteds, and how did you build the team mon by mon?
All right, so first thing I want to shout out Pokesports.
Kevin.
This was heavily inspired by their run in the April IC when Kevin was using this team. I think him and Mike came up with something really awesome, and like Zacian and Calyrex are very, very good together because they put so much pressure, and Blastoise just complements them so well. And then the other 3 mons are just like they piece very well together. So I started off with Calyrex Shadow, and then I was like, I'm not really trying to accomplish like what common Calyrex Shadows are running right now. Like, James Evans used Will-O-Wisp, Astral Barrage, Expanding Force. I think that's good because it gives you an option to hit P2s and even Amoonguses. But I wanted to go for like damage reduction. Because I knew I wasn't going to want to run Prankster Thundurus like the way Kevin did, on his channel when they were streaming the IC back in April. So I immediately like wanted Zacian to complement the Calyrex, and I like what Kevin did because I think that was the one thing I did for sure take away from that team. Because it is the identical 6, but the only mon that is probably the exact same as Kevin's is the Zacian. So Max Speed Zacian was meant to kind of just be like, hey, I want to be really fast and outspeed opposing Zacians, because a lot of Zacians are either really slow, max HP, max attack, or like some HP, some speed, and some attack and adamant. So I wanted to go first, and also go first against opposing Imprism Zacian or Speed Tie Imprism Zacian, right? Because believe it or not, that came out quite often against like my team. So, and it came in real good with having max speed on the Zacian. And believe it or not, there are a lot of things that, like, just standard Zacian, max speed, max attack can actually survive. And even more with damage reduction, with Intimidate on the Incin and then the Snarl on the Calyrex Shadow. Like, standard Incineroar, it says that it's an OHKO in the calc on the damage calculator, but standard like 4 attack Incineroar, it never picks up Zacian. The max roll is 164. So this Zacian could always take a Flare Blitz from a standard Incineroar without any attack investment, right? And then the Blastoise was like my favorite thing. The whole goal with 254 HP was obviously to kind of optimize against like, Hail Chip, and then like 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, and then 4 speed to kind of like, if I have to go against opposing Blastoise, maybe I could outspeed them if they're not like any speed investment, and then obviously max special attack till we get the most damage output out of our Blastoise here. But the whole point with 244 HP in the Assault Vest was because like I've seen so much Wacan Berry, right? So Wacan Berry Blastoise with Helping Hand, Yawn support was like very, in my opinion, a lot more common than what I did with this Blastoise. But I didn't want to do that because essentially the bad matchup into this team is always really going to be Regieleki Calyrex Shadow lead, right?
Yep.
Because you can always probably airstream what I've seen a lot is the airstream on the Regieleki with the Regieleki onto the Calyrex and then just Astral Barrage, or just go straight out, crazy damage and just Wild Charge, like Max Lightning, or even Max Lightning with Thunderball onto the Blastoise, and then Astral Barrage, right? Just for the double up so that you could take care of the Calyrex later, right? Because in that way, you think that either way, the Regieleki and the Calyrex don't go down, and you can take up the Blastoise because the Wacan Berry is ignored by the opposing Calyrex because of its unnerve ability.
Exactly.
So my decision was to go for the Assault Vest because if it is special Regieleki, we always survive with this HP stat as long as they don't crit, even if they're Life Orb. And we can also take the Astro Barrage. I've taken Max Lightning and Astro Barrage from opposing Calyrex and Regieleki combos, and then just reverse sweep with Torrent, G-Max Cannonade, and Astro Barrage, because then the Astro Barrage, whether I go first or not with the Calyrex, if I lead Calyrex Blastoise, the Astro Barrage will break the Focus Sash, if there is a Focus Sash on the opposing Calyrex, do a very good amount to the Regieleki, and then potentially just put it in G-Max Cannonade range because they've already put me in Torrent range on my Blastoise. So I get rid of their Dynamax turn 1 and get rid of their Restricted turn 1 if that goes in our favor. Now, if it's physical Regieleki, that's the problem. But like, you kind of got to read based off the opposing team whether it's physical Regieleki or not. But it's still doable, even if it is. It's rough, but it's doable. And then the additional like secret sauce to this team was the Rillaboom. Honestly, the Rillaboom was a really, really big carry, because it really complemented the Blastoise a lot. Believe it or not, because like sure, like there's kind of some weird instances where you set up grassy terrain and have residual damage affecting your opponents, but they still get healing at the end of the turn. But in most cases where like you're getting the residual damage off, the healing on your Blastoise could come in really clutch if they don't target your Blastoise that much. Because the maximum HP on your Blastoise, even out of max, can still take a lot of hits with that HP stat because of its Assault Vest as well. So the Rillaboom, the spread was meant to try to put off as much offensive pressure with Grassy Glide, 1, in Grassy Terrain with the Miracle Seed, right? Because this Rillaboom will almost always OHKO the more common Kyogres that are running around right now, since a lot of Kyogres are running Life Orb and even the Assault Vest versions. This Grassy Glide out of max can OHKO most Kyogres. Like, they need to run a lot of defensive investment to potentially survive, and it's still a role that's heavily in our favor, right? And then the HP stat with the defense stat actually can take a Behemoth Blade from most standardizations. The only way this Rillaboom gets picked up by opposing Zacian is if it's Adamant Max Attack, which is rising in usage, but it's still a roll, and like it's still in our favor. I believe it's like a 46, if I'm not mistaken, percent roll to survive, to survive the Behemoth Blade from max Atomization. But if it's not max Atomization, this Zacian will survive. I mean, this Rillaboom will survive.
Yeah, there's
and then
very few Adamant Maxizations. Yeah, there is one. Like, I remember it was Sahab and Izzy's team, but that's a very rare one. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I've seen quite a few when I was climbing the ladder with this team, but even if it is, like I said, Rillaboom can still take the hit, and then if it does, it just like cleans it up, or like puts it enough chip with the high horsepower, or even a max quake, where like, let's say if you got the residual damage off and you high horsepower, you could pick it up with the high horsepower and the residual damage after at the end of the turn, or you max quake it and just put the Zacian in max quake range of picking it up with Astro Barrage or Behemoth Blade with your Zacian or your Calyrex, whether it's going to be the partner next to Rillaboom or not. The Incin is honestly like meant to be just another disruptor on this team. It's not heavily defensive, physically defensive. It's more specially defensive, so that you could survive some hits after Snarl with special attackers like the Reshiram. Like if we led Reshiram, Calyrex and Incin into the Reshiram, if the Reshiram was the lead, we would Snarl the Reshiram and then just parting shot out. And if they quaked the Incin would more than likely survive. Like unless they would have to crit my Incin for it to go down there. And then you get to pivot out into something like the Blastoise and have Blastoise and Calyrex next to each other, which is really good into a lot of team leads and comps in the meta right now, I think. And then physically defensive, not so much, but a little bit, just because after Intimidate, it can still take a Sacred Sword from most standardizations, and obviously the HP stat is still good for that. And then I wanted to make it fast so that we could outspeed opposing Incineroars. I feel like a lot of Incineroars are really slow right now, but even like sped crep Incineroars usually top off at like 95 speed, like unless it's Focus Sash. Right. And so that was kind of the purpose behind it, to just outspeed opposing Incineroars for fake out pressure. and then being able to taunt first on the following turn. If you could taunt the either Amoonguss, the Trick Room setter next to the Amoonguss, be Disruptor with the safety goggles with Venusaurs, and just like take some special attack hits if I had to max the Incineroar. There were very few instances where I had to max the Incineroar, but there were some. And I also felt like I didn't need a dark move because I had plenty of dark type coverage with the Blastoise, the Calyrex, even though it's just Snarl. But there were instances where max darkness was really helpful on the Calyrex sometimes. But yeah, and then the Thundurus, right? The Thundurus basically brought this glue together because the other five really didn't like going up against Sun. Sun was a very hard matchup. And whether it was Venusaur or Charizard, you wanted the Thundurus. But this Thundurus is also not only built to be bulky for Sun, but it's also built to be bulky against Kyogre. So this Thundurus, if I can remember correctly, yeah, it has rolls where in Tailwind, if they have Choice Specs Kyogre, it has an 18.8% chance to survive and not get O-Code in Max. And then it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO if they max the Kyogre and they're running Mystic Water and their max special attack like max speed like Timid Kyogre, and it could survive the max Geyser like guaranteed in rain with that HP stat. So you're able to basically take the hit that you normally would go down with without the Assault Vest and still outspeed opposing Charizards, hit the Charizards for big damage, and then not have to worry about getting Sleep Powder on Venusaurs, because like when I see Groudon Venusaur, a lot of the times the opposing team is gonna lead Venusaur and Groudon, so the Sleep Powder the Thundurus, and I'll usually lead my Thundurus with the Calyrex and just Airstream, because then if they're Sash, your Airstream boost onto the Calyrex makes you naturally faster now at +1 than the Venusaur in Sun. So then if they're set Focus Sash, you basically click Airstream, they Sleep Powder. If they hit Sleep Powder, you wake up right away, and then you Astral Barrage on the following turn, because I'll hit Airstream Protect with the Calyrex. And then you pick up the Venusaur, and then the Groudon's kind of like, if it's not Sword Dance Groudon, which a lot of them aren't, it could be Rock Tomb or Stone Edge. They'll try to go for damage, but it's kind of a weird situation there for them.
Yeah, I mean, like the Thundurus, the defined one is very important here, I think, because like any kind of team with like Calyrex or Zacian, you want to bring Incin into it, just to like either have that dark move pressure or intimidate the Zacian and with the fire move. But then having the Thundurus just makes that very difficult, and then the Blastoise makes it even more difficult to bring that Incineroar. So like you're basically forcing your opponent to like almost not bring it to an extent, right? So I think that's kind of cool. And like usually this kind of team comp has the Prankster Thundurus, right? Because normally in that slot it would be like a Grimmsnarl, but then some people prefer the Prankster one with the Thundurus, right? But then we have the Defined one here, so you basically have like 2 strong Dynamax options, which is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So there's the logic there.
Yeah, and sorry, I misspoke earlier. So it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO with Water Spout with Mystic Water and Tailwind. Yeah. If I max, and on both sides, if it's Modest or if it's Timid, and then it's a 56.3% chance to OHKO. So the rolls are kind of there where you could take the Max Geyser with the Thundurus if it's max HP if you have to. But that being said, you could potentially just reduce damage with the Calyrex and like Max Guard because we're running Protect on the Thundurus. And also the Brick Break was really clutch on the Thundurus too, to break screens. Like I loved it so much.
Yeah, Brick Break Thundurus is always very, very good. Something that we've pretty much a lot of players have used and run before. I've played many games where like I just did Max Thundurus and I just Brick Breaked and then I was fine because they thought I would try and set something up. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information on how to use the team or how to play it, feel free to check out the team report that we will link in the video description below, and make sure to check out also Jonathan's channel, which we will talk about in the next part of the video. So let's move on to the rental code so you too can try out the rank 1 Blastoise Zacian Cali squad. All right, folks, there is the rental code where you now can get access to this rank 1 Blastoise Zacian squad. So Jonathan, thanks again for joining us here today. So is there anything about the team that you would change right now?
I think the one thing I might, and I've considered it too, is I might run the Shuka Berry on the Incin.
Ah,
I'm still not sure, and it's only because of like, for example, what we just played, the restaurant matchup. Like the Quake allows me, obviously, with the Shuka Berry to survive that and then get a party shot pivot off. So, in a lot of cases, I wasn't able to do that with the Incin if they like faked out and quaked or something. But I don't know. I think that might be the only thing I would have changed because overall, the Incin kind of it was like a sack in most cases, but it still worked with the team overall. I think because there were a lot of instances where the safety goggles was very clutch.
oh, of course. I mean, it's a good item for a reason, right? And if you're not running Shuka, then this would be the item of choice on the Instant. But having said that, Jonathan, where can the viewers find you?
Hey, oh, awesome. So you guys can find me out on my Twitch channel where I stream my actual run where I got #1 with this team. It is Jawnzu, Jawnzu. And you guys could also find me on Twitter and Instagram at the same name, Jawnzu. And again, Jawnzu.
Oh, we got a Pokegram?
Wait, what?
Oh, I meant like an IG dedicated to
Oh,
Mons.
Pokegram. I didn't hear you say Pokegram.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's not a Pokegram.
Okay.
But
That's what I thought.
it is my personal Insta. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't usually feature it, but you know, why not? I was thinking about plugging it in sooner or later.
No worries. We will put everything there, and don't forget to check out the team report. That we'll link there as well, where you can get more info on how to use the squad. But Jonathan, once again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing the squad. We'll be back with another Series 12 team in the next video. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Thank you.